hey, let's have them meet Saturday and meet Monday. Let's go podium both, 2 times in 3 days. It'll prepare us for nationals. But I think after the way Saturday went, they're excited to get back out there today and really show this is who we are and get that bad taste out of their mouth when they have the weekend off. So I think just watch this team warm up. They seem to be having fun. They seem to be loose. I think we'll see a good performance this afternoon from the Red Rocks.
Yeah, it's interesting that overall score and not having that impacted with the overall. But I think this is a good opportunity for them to step back out and get another shot at it in the same arena, in the same format. It's something that they'll see in postseason.
All right, it's the Rio Tinto Kennecott Best of Utah. We'll be back with the start of our meet in a few minutes. This is Red Rocks Gymnastics.
Hey, this is Lindsay here. Franco cybersecurity firm secured a contract, and that's all we're allowed to say. He needs web security professionals with military background. 24-hour rotations with protocols designed on 2 basis. Indeed can help them hire great people fast. I need Indeed. Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from the Indeed dashboard, so you can stay organized and connected all the way to the hire. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 as your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply. When you wake up well-rested on a great mattress, everything becomes clear. I do have a favorite child. Things you missed when you were tired finally reveal themselves.
I use memes as a coping mechanism.
It's Mattress Firm's.
And on this Martin Luther King Day, we wrap up a busy weekend of gymnastics at the Maverick Center in West Valley City. It's Utah, BYU, Southern Utah, and Utah State in the Rio Tinto Kennecott. Afternoon, along with former Red Rock All-American Kendall Robar Spond, I'm Mike Lagerschultz in Kendall. This arena has been busy all weekend. The Sprouts Farmers Market Collegiate Quad had 3 4-team sessions on Friday and Saturday. Both Utah and BYU competed here on Saturday. Great to get that podium experience early in the year, and this can be a challenge to get going twice in 3 days, especially early in the season. But I think all the teams have enjoyed the opportunity to come here and have some great competition and be on podium this early in the season.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for them to get on podium, see this new format, but also just get used to competing a couple days in a row. We're a long way out from postseason, but it'll be here before you know it, and getting to experience the format of multiple teams going at once is really important, especially on this podium, as it can throw timing off just a bit as you go throughout your meet.
All right, Utah State scored a 193-175 opening weekend in the quad meet hosted by North Carolina. Second-year coach Kristen White, a former Arizona State assistant, and is in her second year there and doing some rebuilding with that program. Got a couple of good beat workers like senior Aragon and senior Brianna Brooks will go for them. Also, BYU and Southern Utah both win the Mean Girls Super 16 Podium Series in Las Vegas last weekend. Southern Utah won its session with a 196-025. BYU was fourth with a 195-9. But BYU jumped back into competition here Saturday night. Improved their score by 2/10, Kendall, to a 196-1. And Coach Gard Young had his team ranked 26. So I think for BYU, they're feeling pretty good about their second competition here on Saturday.
Yeah, I think that they really had a great meet for them and are looking to do something similar again today. And they clearly liked this format and the arena. They're pretty used to it, I think, at this point. But yeah, I think they should have been pretty happy with that.
All right, for the Cougars, they had 4 gymnasts in this: Alvarado, Liz Rollins, and Kylie Quinto. Also, Sydney Benson, the kids individuals at the second round of the regionals last year, all 4 of them back. So they've got some experience. And for Southern Utah, head coach Scotty Bauman, his team ranked 25 in the country. The Clipper Birds drafted 49, marking 2 events in Vegas last weekend, scoring a 49-050, involved a 49-3 on the bar. So some good events for the T-Birds to watch this afternoon.
Yeah, I definitely think that the highlight for them is that bar rotation. Hitting that 49-3 is really impressive, and it'll be fun to see them out here on the podium.
You can watch Nia Randolph, she was 30 all around at that meet last week, 39-3. For the Red Rocks, again, a difficult offseason. They had a good start with their home meet against Boise State, and then just some uncharacteristic performances here on Saturday in that 14 meet with number 1 Oklahoma, LSU, and UCLA. But you look at the scores, a few corrections they were using, would have been that number 2 spot rightfully you think they would be. And I think for them, their second meet in 3 days, you'll see this in April when they are so used to going to nationals and being that way in Fort Worth. And I think just to kind of get that bad taste out of your mouth and a chance to perform again in front of your fans, they got a great start to the season with all these meets in state. I think they're excited to go to town.
I I think they are too, and as you said, getting some redemption from Saturday. The meet didn't quite go how they were hoping, had some uncharacteristic mistakes, and looking to hopefully reset a bit before we go into the rest of the week.
All right, well, we saw this format here on Saturday, Kendall, and I think from what I heard and what I saw, I kind of like it. So normally when you have 4 team meets in the past, for NCAAs, you'd have all 4 teams going at the same time. Hard to keep track of the action. Well, they went with a dual format here Saturday. They also had this in the Mean Girls Super 16 in Vegas the opening weekend. So they had vault and balance being together, so you can only have one competitor going at one time on those 2 events. The second grouping was bars and floor. They have a 20-second break between performances, so at maximum you'll have 2 performers at once. It's more like having, as the title says, 2 dual meets going on at the same time. Much easier for fans to follow. The feedback, I think, was pretty good. I know the Pac-12 is thinking about going to that format for their conference championship. They had 1 go at a time. It may take a long time. I think the other way, all 4 going at once, is too much. It seems to be a good compromise. And we'll see what you think of it this afternoon.
Yeah, I agree. I think that this is a really good alternative, and I love that. It's exactly that. It's like watching two dual meets at once, and better for the spectators, better for the gymnasts. They're not waiting quite as long between each event if it's going one at a time. But also, you want that stage a bit. You don't want to be going all 4 simultaneously. You lose a bit of the performance piece with that. So I think this is a great alternative, and hopefully it'll continue to work throughout the year.
All right, so we are about ready to go with the first performances of the afternoon. Great to have you with us on this Martin Luther King Day holiday. And the afternoon start with crowd flying in here to the Mavericks Center, and it's been just a great event for gymnastics fans. All these women were, club teammates and know each other well. To come here for one day of gymnastics, it's been a lot of fun for the fans.
Exactly, and first up for Utah is Cami Winger, and she's a local girl. She's from Utah, and so for her especially, she's getting to compete in front of old coaches, teammates, and just a cool experience for a lot of the in-state women as well.
All right, rotation 1 has Utah on vault, BYU on bars, Utah State on beam, and Southern Utah over on floor. So 2 going at one time. And Alex Mason already swinging for BYU over on bars. With our split screen on the video coverage, here goes Cami Winger for Utah on vaults.
Cami does that Yurchenko 1.5. It's a little foot movement there, chest slightly down on that landing. Not quite as solid as her beautiful one she did on Saturday, but still a great vault for Cami.
Yeah, Cami got a 9.95 here on Saturday, and for BYU, Alex Mason with her dismount over on bars.
Yeah, and Mason had a great bar set there. Maybe just a few form deductions, but a really clean routine to start off the meet.
All right, Alex Mason at a 9.875 on bars in that Vegas 16 meet, so approaching that 9.9 mark, and a good start looked like for her for BYU. Let's go over to balance speed. Olivia Ossendorf for the Aggies and Taylor Gohl ready to go on floor here in a few moments for Southern Utah. Let's check in on Olivia Ossendorf, who's working out in front of us here.
Yeah, nice back handspring layout. Has that foot movement forward there. So that'll be a small deduction on that series. You want to make sure on those split leaps that you hit that 180-degree mark. Just maybe a bit shy there, and then that wobble will be a fair deduction there as well.
Ossendorf, a graduate student from Ramsey, Minnesota, scored a 9.7 on beam at the UNC quad meet last weekend as the Aggies opened up their season there.
She finishes here, that 1.5, and a hop on that dismount. A solid start, but some deductions throughout that routine.
All right, so Taylor Gohl now the only performer going over on floor for Southern Utah.
Opened up with a pretty good double pike, and second pass went off without too big of a hitch there as well.
She's gone as high as a 9.9 on floor that came against BYU last season, had a 9.7 in their first competition of the year. Yeah, Taylor Gohl, one of those in-state products, junior from Spanish Fork, Utah. All right, second ball just went Ella Zerbis for the Red Rocks.
And Taylor Cole here finishing up with a nice double back. We'll hopefully get a replay here of Ella's vault.
All right, so Ella Zerbis on vault, second for Utah. At a 9.85 in the Sprouts Farmers Market Collegiate Quad here on Saturday. Early scores, Camden Winger a 9.8 on vault for Utah. Alex Mason a 9.725 over on bars. We'll get scores for Ossendorf and Goal on beam and floor, respectively, in a few moments.
Yes, did you see Ella Zerbis' vault?
I did not. Waiting for a replay. Nothing at this point. The score's up, however, a 9.85 for her.
Great, we'll take it.
So we will take that. Now let's go over to balance beam. Lexi Aragon performing now for Utah State. And also Sydney Benson going for BYU over on bars. We'll check in on her in just a moment. Let's go to Aragon.